The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. It'll be a throw-in. Say. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter, and this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get...
Climbs up big! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get it...
Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Played out to the right. Now it's Messi. Kimmich. Spread out to the left. He's on it. Can he get away? And he can clear it away. Well, they've got it again. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Here's Roberto Carlos. Kimmich. Nicely spread. Messi has it in a wide position. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Kimmich. And this is Ibrahimovic. And the shot! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Hakimi.
Paris Saint-Germain really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
And the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And he's forced to go back. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good ball, that too.
Pullet. Pullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Kimmich. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Has a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Kimmich. It's gone out for a throw-in. Hernandez. Messi. Kimmich. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Out to the left it goes. Now the ball. It's a mighty effort! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. McTominay. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's Kimmich. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good spread. Messi.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Rafinha. Hakimi. Beckenbauer. And Rafinha. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
It really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And the game has already resumed here. Messi, and he's managed to get free. And Messi! That is some save from Card. And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Messi clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And Roberto Carlos! Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Hakimi. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Messi. Kimmich under intense pressure.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Distributed tidily. Roberto Carlos stood his ground strongly. Roberto Carlos! Rafinha. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao puts his foot on the gas. Might be danger here. And he shoots! Really well taken goal. They're back within reach! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Paris Saint-Germain give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he thumps it clear. Corner. Tries to get it clear. Oh, nice touch. And claimed it back swiftly. And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Hangs in across.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Played out to the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hernandez. Oh, a delicate chip through. Kvaratskhelia picks it up out wide. Some good work on the right flank here. Kimmich can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Can he get it through?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, it's about time. I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Kvaratskhelia receives it in a wide position. Tries to thread one through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Roberto Carlos. Hakimi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hernandez goes steaming forward. Ibrahimovic threads one in. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff. And that's a good intervention. Paris Saint-Germain making consecutive changes here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
And here's Roberto Carlos.
Carlos really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Roberto Baggio. Look at the space here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's been played through. He is through here. Good challenge, excellent challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Kimmich has found the net here, of course. There will be 4 extra minutes. Yaya Toure. Out to the right. Cafu. He's found a way through. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is... So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Referee's given a throw.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
Gnabry. Yaya Toure. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Gnabry. Stood up well to him there. Ribéry. Played into space. Goes for a shot! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Van Nistelrooy.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Cleared away. Closing in on goal. That's an excellent interception. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Now it's Yamal. He's found a way through. Bebeto. And Bebeto! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Neither side yet able to find the net. And he's forced to go back. There's the crossfield ball. Ball's gone out of play. Marquinhos. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. And here's Hullet. And it's Kimmich. Played out to the right. Hangs one in. Goes for the header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
McTominay. Half an hour played now. And this is Roberto Carlos. Real chance! He's missed, but not by that far. Can he get on the end of this? Van Nistelrooy gets into some space. Van Nistelrooy with the cross. Ah, that's a fine interception. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Roberto Carlos in acres of space out wide. Ah, such a clever touch. Pinches it off him. Kunde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Howson. Ribéry. Bebeto. Now it's Yamal. It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Gnabry. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And the through ball. And a chance! Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And there's the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Yaya Toure. Gnabry is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Kimmich. And that interception was most necessary. Yamal. This is promising. Roberto Carlos. It's Kimmich. And it's Gnabry. Nicely weighted ball. Pull it. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he skips past his man. Looking for the run. Ribéry looking to run onto it. Tries a shot! Goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. He's played it back. Bebeto, he's through, now is he in? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 99, Lukaku. Number 4, Hullet. Number 18, Serge Gnabry. Coming on the field.
Threads one in.
Number 13,
And this is Cruyff.
Rummenigge. Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
That's tidy.
Number 10, Messi.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Played a big header! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good spread. Messi. Oh, that's neat. It's run loose here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
He is through here. He gets big. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And it's been taken short. And it's played in. And the keeper beats it away.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Bebeto! And that's a real chance missed. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Messi. Lofted in. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Roberto Carlos. And this is... shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Guardiola. And time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Kimmich goes short. And this is Roberto Carlos! And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Neymar. And here's Drogba. And that's played in low. He can get that clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central... Great chance! It's in! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Decent chance! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded.
Hazard! No, not quite.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Van Dijk. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Drogba. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, can he get onto this? Roberto Carlos. Kimmich. Davids. Messi. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Aims beyond the defence. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. And they're back in front.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that pass just didn't quite work. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Messi. And this is Lukaku. Kimmich can so cleverly bypass the press. That is good strength. He's shifting through the gears. He's got full. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Lukaku actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos plays it short. And it's Messi. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? McTominay. Hullet. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Conte. Nicely aimed pass. Drogba given the lift of his goal. Half-time getting close now. Hazard. Fired deep to... Climbs up big! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
It's Ibrahimovic! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Kimmich with the short one. And this Roberto Carlos! And that was very necessary. Roberto Carlos. Great defending, strong and determined. Sung. And there's the end of the first half.
Los jugadores ya están entrando al campo de juego. Se está realizando un cambio.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, good spread. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Swung over. Not the most accurate pass. Ball's out once more. Opts for safety. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Yaya Toure. And this is... And the shot!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Hullet is fouled. He'll fancy himself from here. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Tries to pass it through. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Van Dijk does really well there. He is strong.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Chance, surely! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is true. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. Played out wide, lofted in. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, that's a very deep... And he shoots! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So, a breakthrough already. Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on that flank. McAllister. Batistuta. Nicely spread. Oh, that pass isn't the best. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Kimmich. Over to the left. Cafu. Conte. And it's McAllister. McAllister, passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's superb. Cafu for Yaya Toure. Cafu. Now it's Yaya Toure. And here's Lukaku. Great ball, and he's in here. Kimmich. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? McAllister.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking to play him in.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Roberto Carlos pulls short. And it's Kimmich. He has a look up. He's in a great position here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good strength. Out of play for a throw. McAllister. And it's Conte. Rashford is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Well, played right into his path. Smoothly does it. Made out to the left flank. Here it is, crossed in. And he gets rid of it. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And smartly reclaimed. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a cute ball. Chips it through. And that's a good ball. Pull it. And this is Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the ball's come loose here. Scholes. Batistuta.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he latch on to this? Rashford. Now he's off and running. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And here's Rashford.
Jeff Chiba can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Kimmich. And they can counter here. Yaya Toure. Distributed tidily. And it's Kimmich. Cafu. Out to the left it goes. In towards the back stick. And Dijk can get it clear. Yaya Toure. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Could move up a gear here. That has been slung wide. Rashford. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Jeff Chiba really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Pressing high and with purpose. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Yaya Toure. He's looking wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And the cross comes in.
That's good defensive concentration.
In again. Cleared without hesitation. Can he spark a counter here? Scholes. And it's McAllister. Kimmich conjures time and space where few can. Still just a single goal between the sides. Yaya Toure being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Great challenge, time to perfection. That's a lovely, neat pass. So what can they make of this? Now it's Batistuta. Tries to play it through. Kimmich. Almost an hour gone. Nice defending, physical and effective. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Pass is coming off in quick succession. Ibrahimovic! So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Substitution on the field. Number 99, Lukaku. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 4, Hullet.
And it's
Coming on
Kimmich.
the field,
Yaya
number
Toure
9,
is a perfect
Haaland.
combination of brain and
Number
brawn.
13, Karl-Heinz
Big header!
Rummenigge. Number 14,
That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Turns and goes back. Yaya Toure, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. He might be in here. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Do not write them off. Back they come. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
No foul, says the referee. And the counter is on. Threads one in. Picked out brilliantly. Decent chance! No mistake! And the comeback is complete. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
After 77 minutes is
So we have a breakthrough.
23.
Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Real chance! That has been knocked clear.
Jeff Chiba really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
This ended up in no man's land. And he's taking no chances there. And it's Parler. Knocks it out wide. Looking here to chip it through. Ball he gets big! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the lead now is 2.
Substitutions taking
Well,
place.
their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Great defending, strong and determined. Shifted it to the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Rashford looking sharp there. Strong running down that left flank. Guardiola receives it. He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Crossfield changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
Guardiola gets a foot in here. Rashford. No, he wasn't going to let him past. There will be 4 extra minutes. Now it's Cruyff, and he plays one through. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Now it's Rashford. And here's Haaland. Nicely weighted ball. Great chance! Parler. And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos stood his ground strongly. He's played it back. Yaya Toure. He's found a way past. Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Oh, what a climb! Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, good spread. And it's Hullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has been slung wide. And across it goes. So we're still where we started right now. Searching pass he's played there.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. And now the breakaway. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fade over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. And it's Kimmich. Over to the left. Roberto Carlos. Hullet. Pinches it off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Almost half an hour in now. Now it's Messi. Nice bit of trickery. He's found a way through. Can he finish? There it is! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Decent progress down the left. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Lukaku. Gets a good foot in there. And he's there to clear it. Rijkaard. Messi. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a promising position. Pull it. Wriggles his way through. Played out wide. Messi. Hit into the middle. Oh, that should get the job done. Oh, what has happened here? And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostility rises! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Tried his hardest, but the cross asked too much of him in the end.
Yeah, a wonderful effort though. It wasn't the easiest ball to try and control.
And this is Lukaku.
That's good play from him.
He's one-on-one, surely! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Hakimi. He has a look up. Roberto Carlos. Kimmich can so cleverly bypass the press. For Messi. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Kimmich. Still just a single goal between the sides. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary. And the shot! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Roberto Carlos to Ibrahimovic. And this is Lukaku. Well-timed, excellent interception. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And here's Dani Olmo, picked out brilliantly. They're urging him to shoot. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Great chance! Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. And it's Hullet. Spread out to the left. And it's Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Hullet.
Jeff Chiba clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Gordon gets into a good position. Too long, and over the line. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Hullet. Number 99, Lukaku. Number 10, Messi. Number 11.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Cruyff. Real chance! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And that's put paid to a promising move.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Roberto Carlos. Threads one in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And time is up. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of it. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Sam Maxima, rolls it backwards.
They're really getting no time to think on the...
Tries a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. McTominay. Oh, can he get onto this? Cafu. For Yaya Toure. And it's Kimmich. And here's Ibrahimovic. That's Rijkaard. And it's McTominay. Cafu. Cafu will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Sam Maxima. Xavi Alonso. Now this could be a chance. Cross needs to be good. Cleared without hesitation. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. This looks promising. Mateus was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tries to play it through. Roberto Carlos knocks it into space. He can run onto that. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's in a great position. Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to get it away. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. He has found the way through. Big chance! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Kimmich. Yaya Toure. Ibrahimovic is onto this. Mateus, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Sam Maxima. And he cuts out the supply. Kimmich. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Sam Maxima. Gets to show off his quick feet. Cafu. Yaya Toure. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now, can he find... And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid, look...
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Ibrahimovic might just make this. Rijkaard.
Jeff Chiba truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Rijkaard. San Maxima providing an outlet on that flank. Now he's off and running. San Maxima receives it in a wide position. Nicely won. Has another go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
San Maxima actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Punched away. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the game has already resumed here.
Jeff Chiba can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. That is good alertness. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And the counter is on. Has a look and plays it forward. Cross from Cafu. And it's hoisted clear. Corner number 2 then. Kimmich goes short. And it's chance to shoot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Xavi Alonso. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. It's a pretty loose pass. Over to the left. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've...
Shot, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's San Maxima. San Maxima, and a chance!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He is through here. Can he get it through? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Just off target. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Yaya Toure can so cleverly bypass the press. Kimmich, and it's Ibrahimovic. Gives it back. Hullet. And Hullet! He's done very well to get to that.
Hullet is offering a wry smile there.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15 será sustituido por el dorsal 5, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 3 coming up. Roberto Carlos with the short one. He's found the way through. And this is Messi! And one more try! And he hits the net. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Good ball, good take.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's having a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
That looks a decent ball. Goes forward. Haaland chasing after it. Rummenigge. Now it's Roberto Carlos. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kukçu. Well, that is one way to stop him. Ronaldo running with the ball. Mateus. He can get that clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Madrid looking to pass their way through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Sanchez. Howson.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now he's off and running. Messi. And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Roberto Carlos! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Now it's Messi. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Fletcher. Crosses it in. Cleared away.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and they're great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
Looks to the other side, and it's Gnabry. Now that looks a decent ball, and it's made its way to him. Gnabry, cross to the back post. He rises! No, not the best of headers.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Batistuta might just make this. Raul. Still goalless. That has not gone well. Searching pass he's played there. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Yaya Toure. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Gnabry. Neymar.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Hullet. Yaya Toure. Gnabry in acres of space out wide. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Kimmich goes short. Roberto Carlos receives it in a good position here.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That pass has been well intercepted. Ibrahimovic, and they can counter here. Yaya Toure. Gnabry. It's Roberto Carlos. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Gnabry. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Gnabry. Adams clears it away. And that has been slung wide. And here's Hullet. He's in plenty of space here. He gets big! Well, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Robertson. And it's Neymar. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, that's fabulous. Batistuta. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. And Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
There's no flag. Tries to cross. And it's hoisted clear. That's good play. Batistuta! And he gets rid in a hurry. There's the delivery. It's a mighty effort! And he's straight offside. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Yaya Toure. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He is through here! And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Great ball, and he's in chance! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And it's Gnabry. Gnabry going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Ibrahimovic. Raul. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. He has found the way through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Cleared without hesitation. Now it's Gnabry. Gnabry. Robertson with a fine tackle. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gnabry. It's Kimmich. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Hullet. Foot in.
Jeff, Chiba surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Neymar. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Lukaku. And here's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Quality ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Raul. 1-0 as we head towards the end. He's cut it out. He can get that clear. That's a good run down the left. Kante gets a foot in here. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Number 22, Griezmann. Number 8, Serginho. Substitution in progress.
Rijkaard. Oh, good spread. Oh, can he get onto this? Kante producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Toure calmly anticipates. Very much into the last knockings. And it's Serginho. Cafu. Oh, there's a probing ball. That is lovely.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That is ended up in no man's land. Spread it left. Flings it across. Oh, well played. Fletcher is there to clear.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern...